Hello and welcome to another episode of Squirtified Engineering. I'm Sprutus and I will be your host for today. So I'm back in the garage and we'll be doing some work on the Supra. I have the calipers to work on, adjust the front door and do some testing on the passenger side carpet. So why don't I just get started? Some extra light. So next up is trying to clean the carpet a bit more. I have soft brushes here, medium here, and I will be using my Makita. And then for machine, I will be using this for the first time. This is what I will be using, and I will be using this double action pump. I did bring my tornado, but I'm too lazy to connect the compressed air. So I will spray this on, then agitate it with the brush, and then use the vacuum. bit of cleaning on the floor. Now it's time to adjust the door. And I will be doing it by removing the inner fender so that I can get to the screws holding the hinges. With the inner guard removed, I can now reach the screws back there. Bit hard to see, but they are in there. Let's see if we can focus. Yeah, you have it right there. So there were too many people in the garage when I was leaving, and too much music, so I would get copyright claims and so on. So I'm doing the outro at home instead. So what I didn't show you in this video was that I also took the measurement between the rear rim and the strut body of the coilover, and it was about 40 millimeters, and I do have a bit of negative camber, although it was up in the air. But anyway, I can easily go 30 millimeters closer to towards the body of the car with the rim, so that's more than 1 inch. So I think I would be able to fit pretty big rims in the rear. And what you did see was I installed some more lights on above the working bench, just to have some, just to make the top part not so dark. And then I did I tried the textile cleaner that's already in the garage, which is like a professional model. It has so it's a combination of being a wet vacuum, heater and pump. So it will heat the cleaning fluid and it will pump it out and then suck it back in. The downside, yes, there is a downside with professional stuff, is that the nozzle is out of metal. With my own Karcher textile cleaner, the nozzle is clear plastic, meaning I will see the fluid that the machine is sucking up. So I will see the amount of fluid and also the color of it, which helps me out a lot. Here I couldn't see that, and since the machine is noisy, it would be preferable to use ear protection, but that would mean that I can't even hear if it's like slurping or something like that. So that was a bit tricky. So that's why you saw me touching the carpet to see if it's dry or not, or wet. And after that I did the readjustment of the driver's side door, and I had access to the screws holding the two hinges from the front wheelhouse, and so there are 3 screws for the bottom hinge and 2 for the top one, and I lightly undid them just a smudge so that I could lift the door up in the rear part of the door. So it's better. I'm not fully happy with it, so we will see if I will do something more, but it's a lot better than before, so I can't not be happy with it. I am happy with what I've done, and yeah, I also had a look in the engine bay, dreaming of all the things that I can do, but we will have to save that for another episode. And I don't know if I can't remember if I recorded that when I was looking at the CPS, the cam positioning sensor, so you have 2 sensors. One is only counting when the engine is in top dead center, and then you have 2 which are sensing the RPM of the engine. So I will only be using one of those, so 2 sensors, and the RPM sensor that I will be using is the bottom one, just as a note for myself, and if you're also doing the same. I think it was, well, I already have the software set up for that configuration, so why not continue with it? Because there are windows of where you can have the sensors according in relation to TDC, so that it won't calculate it incorrectly. There will be a video clip eventually where I'm actually outside of that window and the engine won't start. It was before I started the YouTube channel, so I don't have much video material for it, but there will be a time when you will be able to see that at least. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Stay safe. Take care, and bye bye.